I was listening to this
This
joint
joint
earlier.
crazy.
And that Mike Jack movie come out here soon,
Yeah.
next month.
Wait, Mike Jack sampled that? Yeah, he sampled that?
That's him singing
Dang.
it. Literally.
Bro, I think I might have did that, but I don't know. Bro, so like whenever I do be sampling something, I literally be forgetting who I sample
Yeah.
every
You just be
time.
in the zone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like I hit a flow state. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Nah, you definitely hit a flow
Yeah.
state. I'm like, I was listening to this joint earlier. I'm like,
Yeah.
nah, it's the one.
Yeah, I'm trying to like, it's tape really for like, you just something to play in the background. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
something like,
Yeah.
but
I hear that from a lot of them on there.
Yeah,
You could
yeah.
just sit and listen to it in the background.
yeah,
I hear that from a lot of them.
yeah. Cause like some of them, we could get more into it, but a lot of these are just like beats that I made throughout the year, and
Yeah.
then some that I already know, like I'm gonna put them on the tape. Some I'm like, I send them out, and then some may gain traction, some not. But I'm like, bro, I gotta let somebody like let it be heard, So shout out to the rain, man. Shout out Mike Jack.
Flow state, man. Flow state.
Flow state.
Well, that was a great way to start off the pod, man. Welcome everybody watching and listening. Appreciate all y'all who are. This is the All God No Coincidence pod, where the mission is just that by the end of this you see Jesus and you remember that it was all God
No
and not a
coincidence.
coincidence.
Yeah.
Hey man, got real special guest today. Real special guest, my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks for having me, man. Thanks for
Sure.
having me, bro.
For sure. My boy CJ, aka MAXAMILLI, aka he got a lot of names.
Yeah.
Now Righteous Sounds,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But hey man,
What's
y'all
up?
heard what we was just listening to? That's my boy, man. He creative, man. The Rain, you know what I'm saying? He was flow state. So I wanna get right into it, man. I wanna know about the man behind the beats.
Man
right?
behind
So
the beats.
I want to talk about the upbringing. Like you from Cleveland,
Akron, Ohio.
Yeah.
Cleveland down the street though. Cleveland's
Facts.
like 30, 35 minutes.
Yeah. You a kid from Akron, like Bron.
Yes, just a kid from Akron. I got a lot of Bron stories too, man. He been around. Like it's not like you hear people from their hometown and you don't really see them, but growing up, I seen him like often.
That's what's up.
Like he did stuff to give back to the community a lot. So yeah,
that's dope. So let's talk about upbringing though. Was you raised in a church? Do you have a church background? Did you find church later? Did you find Jesus later? Like how was that coming up in Akron?
So I grew up with just my mom. Like it was just me and her for real. She never really went to church.
Mm-hmm.
But her mom went to church, like she was like a faithful, like the grandma is a part of the church and all of that good stuff. So I got church from her. Like really we went on like special occasions, And then the other side of my family with my pops, like he was around though, we just wasn't in the same household.
Mm-hmm.
But his side of the family is from Alliance, Ohio. So that's like near Canton. Like 20, 30 minutes away from Akron.
Mm-hmm.
So I would spend like a lot of my upbringing like back and forth from those areas. And my great grandma, that's who I got tatted on my arm, she was like church heavy, like really church. And my other grandma, like her daughter too, was all church. So but it was like the old fashioned church. Like I'm like,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
hard. It was hard for me. I didn't really understand nothing,
Yeah.
but that spirit stayed with me. So yeah.
Nah, that's dope. That's good. So let's go high school. Like,
Mm.
did you have an idea who God was going through like high school?
Yeah. So start in high school. So I started spending a lot more time with my pops.
Mm-hmm.
Like as in like, you know, like a teenager, you know, I'm willingly going over there and chilling with him. He would start going to church. Shout out to the Word Church in Cleveland. They did a branch in Akron. It was at this high school called North High School. So they started from the ground up. But we would go there like faithfully
Mm-hmm.
almost every Sunday, like during high school. And I remember it was like it was like the first time I actually felt like the spirit, bro. And I didn't even know what it was. And the pastor at the time, I think he still is a pastor, but Pastor Vernon, he had a great word. I can't remember it, but I know I felt it. And then the worship song was "Break Every Chain," and that joint came on, bro. I cried. I ain't gonna lie. I cried, bro. It was something just in the atmosphere. And I was like probably like 15, 16, but yeah.
Nah, that's dope.
High school, yeah.
That's dope. It was kind of similar for me. I came up in the church.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I asked you about high school, because high school was probably when I started kind of forming my relationship with God. You know what I'm saying? Because when you brought up in it, 'cause I went to Christian school and everything too.
Oh, dope.
When you brought up in it though, you gotta get from religion to relationship. You know what I'm saying? It go deeper than what you just was taught in school and taught going to church and that type. So that's dope to hear that.
So you went to like Christian school, like high school? Okay, dope.
I went to Christian school second all the way through.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, so
I
I
was built for it, bro.
Yeah.
So you built for this, like not saying nobody else isn't, but you know, like the perspective was so unique. I bet, like it's not like public school. You got like random kids in there.
Yeah.
So
nah, for sure. Cause it's like that's why I thank God for His grace. Cause now that that's like why it's called All God, No Coincidence. Now that I reflect, I'm like, dang, He put me in that position to go through that for a reason, and it will ultimately lead to me giving back to His kingdom. So definitely grateful and blessed for that.
Yeah.
So beat making like that. When did we get there? When did we start that?
So officially started it in 3 years ago. So it was a point where I moved from Akron. I was 3 years ago. I was like 24, 25. I moved from Akron to Columbus. And when I made that move, I was already like in music. Well, my cousin, I was actually working with him, like being a manager. So we was like doing our 1-2 and stuff, and you know, just trying to like figure this stuff out. But when I moved out here, it was like all the noise. It's like you in a coffee shop and you put on some headphones. Everybody talking, but then when you put on the headphones, it's just you. So instead of just being me, I just found God like in that moment, and it was just like it was like the most like unique and like closest I ever been to God, and I actually started like hearing His voice. So even then it was still like a figment of like what it is now. Like if I could say back then, it might have been 4 years now, but back then when I first started, that I would be like doing the things that I'm doing now, I could not have like said nothing. Like I would not believe it.
Right. What's your process going into that? Like, do you record every day? Do you like you go off of how you feeling? You got something on your mind now, and you say, man, let me go here and tap in. Like, what's your process to making things?
So like a lot of the beats, it may be why some people like gravitate towards them the way they do, like from what I hear back from it, is because it's like it's almost like a sacred space for me, like to actually do it. So I don't do it like as of now, I don't do it every day, but I advise like anybody that's like wanting to learn how to do this, producing anything, like really any craft. When you first start out, you have to put in 10,000 hours. Like I know we all heard it before, but like it's a real thing. Like it's blood, sweat, and tears that goes into it. Like starting out, I'm like thinking that I can just like, you know what, I don't need that. I could just like get good automatically and land these placements and be with the top dogs. And it humbled me. It was like along every journey, it was like humbling. It was a very humbling experience. So I feel like God like taught me that in that way. But as far as like making them every day, I do it mostly like a couple times a week though.
Okay.
And
you go off of how you feeling, you go off of, you know what I'm saying?
So like I go off of like if I had a long day at work or something, or even like a trial or something that I'm being shown or taught, I would just I could be listening to like I dig samples and stuff. So some of the samples just like it's like God talking to me through those samples. And then I'm like, okay, this is the one. And then I, put my input,
get to it for sure.
So it basically failed though. It's like a feeling. Yeah.
No, I get it. That back to the 10,000 hours. That's real good, bro. Cause people gotta know that it ain't gonna be easy.
Bro,
you know
it's
what
not.
I'm saying?
No.
It's gotta be time put into it. And that's with anything that y'all do. You're gonna have to put the time into it. One, it gotta be God driven. So you gotta seek first the kingdom, and then the stuff will come. So make that your number one priority. Check your motives behind what you're doing. Check your heart posture behind what you're doing first. You know what I'm saying? When you align yourself with God, everything gonna run smooth. You know what I mean? Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not to what you be thinking, your own understanding, but in all your ways acknowledge Him. He gonna make your path what? Straight. So if you don't want to be going all the way around the mulberry bush doing what you want to do, and then you get to a point you hit that wall anyway, where it's like, dang, I done tried all this on my own now. I don't know what I'm doing.
And I done been there, bro. Like I done been there. Like and I'm sure I'm not the only person that has. Like it's like you would try and think it's like you doing your like something that God wants you to do, but in the midst of it, and like you said, you're not seeking the kingdom. You're not checking your heart posture. You're not like, I ain't gonna lie. When I was talking about the humbling experience, it was like, well, I'd be okay just doing this just for God, And if nobody cared or liked the music,
right?
So I had to like understand what that actually meant, you know, like because on the surface it's like, yeah, I'll do it for myself, but like it's actually like deep, bro. It's deep.
Because He knows. So it's like when you sit down and really reflect, that's where you gotta check yourself. And I done been around that road many a time.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think people necessarily don't want God. I think it's a lot of people that want God, but they want what they want too. So it's almost like, I'm gonna do what I want to do, but I'm gonna bring you along, God.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of saying, nah, I'm out the way. Anything I could do could lead to failure. But your perfect plan is gonna always work. So you lead. You take it. You take the wheel. So
bro.
I see it 100%. Did you go through stuff like that with hooping? Because I definitely did. I know you hoop.
Bro, hooping? Yes, bro. Hooping like low key. I was doing it for myself when it was hooping. And I was doing it, Yeah, bro, it's deep. It's deep, bro. Like,
No, I'm knowing.
Yeah, cause you played since you was a kid. Like,
Yeah, let's
bro,
talk about it,
yeah,
bro. Let's
let's
talk
do
about
it, bro. So like, bro, I remember like being a kid, bro. I ain't gonna lie. As humble as I am, bro, I was a phenom in elementary, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking like hitting half court shots and for game.
Yeah.
So I'm go from that point, right? Getting like coaches, my mom, everybody like, yo, you doing so good.
Yeah.
And as a kid, I'm like, bro, I gotta keep doing this. I gotta like,
Yeah.
but middle school come, it was like the Jordan story. I got cut from like, cause you know, 7th and 8th grade, that's the only time you could play.
Yeah.
7th got cut, bro. 8th grade, it was like, I made it, but I barely touched the court. So that was so humbling, bro. And still it wasn't even like I'm even looking to God, bro. I was actually praying super heavy, but I, you know, like it's not a relationship as it is now. Like, and then come high school, that's when I was like, bro, what you gonna do, man? It's time to like strap your boots, man. Put on your back.
It's time to ride.
So,
nah, for sure.
Yeah, so yeah, what's your story though?
Nah, I mean, similar, bro. Again, it's crazy that we speaking on this because like initially, bro, this podcast wasn't even a thought. Like God had to really bring me to this point because I was trying to do what I wanted to do in all aspects of my life. Like, so in a sense, I was running away from what he was calling me to do, bro.
That's good.
I really was, bro. I was running away from what he called. Because, again, it's the difference between religion and relationship.
Yeah.
I was brought up in it, but I didn't, like, I was brought up in it and I started to get to know him, but I know him so much more now.
It's heavy.
You know what I'm saying? When you get to the point to where it's like, all right, I'm out the way, you lead my life. Yeah. And I got to that point through hooping. Like that's how I got to that point. I tried it all on my own through hooping. So I would try it all on my own and say, God, you just come with me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that was the whole thing, my whole career hooping. So middle school, I got cut in middle school too. I got cut.
That's nuts.
I got cut 5th grade though. So I got cut 5th grade. And then that summer though, I didn't like that feeling. So I worked.
Bro. Yeah.
I went, bro. Me and my pops at the Y. Yeah. 5 a.m. in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Getting it in. We riding bikes to the Y. You know what I'm saying? Getting it in. So then that next summer, 6th grade, I ended up getting good because after getting cut, I was like, nah, I don't like this feeling. Yeah. Put in a lot of work, got better. So middle school hooping was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. But then high school came into a situation where I got hurt. I tore my meniscus in my right knee. Jeez. My 9th grade year. So coming in right into high school, I come in with an injury. Dang. You know what I mean? And then I'm coming into a situation too to where, you know what I'm saying, we're just gonna leave it at it was politics at the school that I was at.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying? It was politics at the school that I was at. So I healed 9th grade, finished the season. I played JV 9th grade, finished the season, come back 10th grade, and that's when a lot of turmoil hit again because the school I was at, it was a situation to where everybody I was on JV with my freshman year got moved up to varsity that next year in 10th grade. But the coach left me. So I stayed JV. Dang. So
put a chip on your shoulder, bro.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So that's what, but I feel like all these moments that God put me through was needed. So I needed that, what you just said. I needed that chip on my shoulder because that year would show me what I was capable of doing on the court, and it would give me a lot of confidence to see what I was really able to do, like believe in myself. Yeah. Because I struggle with like this, I ain't gonna say like I guess it is doubt. I struggle with doubt like a lot. Like I believed I was good,
Yeah.
but I still doubted myself so much. So I would be overthinking the games, turning the ball over because I'm
Yeah.
overthinking that type. And then so getting just left on JV that season after everybody moved up, built that chip to where I was like, nah, I can't go out like that no more.
Not going like that.
Not going like that. But then that next year I ended up transferring for a number of different reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Part of it was basketball, but part of it was the school too. I needed a better school.
Yeah.
End up going to a better school as far as education and things like that. But I tear this knee. So I got 2 knee surgeries before my senior year of high school. And everybody else, it was like everybody else around me is still playing. I can't, even to this day, I can't sit and think of really nobody who was getting hurt around that time. You know what I'm saying? Like all my teammates was cool, but I'm
like
getting
that.
hurt.
Yeah.
So 2 knee surgeries in high school before my senior year. Fast forward a little bit to college, go through a whole spat with that.
Where'd you hoop at in college?
So I had a couple offers, but I ended up taking Wilberforce.
Okay.
Wilberforce is in Xenia, like that Xenia Dayton area. Ended up taking that, bro. But when I got up there, that's a whole story. So I got recruited to come in, and the coach gave me a full scholarship, right? So he covered my athletic and my academic, right? But I get there, day 1 of practice, bro. It's 50 dudes on the baseline.
Bro.
It's 50 dudes on the baseline. I'm like, a team only supposed to have 15 max, 20, and then they cut that off to 15. Then that 15 don't even all play gut off to 12.
Yeah.
So I'm looking like, what in the world going on here? You know what I'm saying?
Bro, that has to be studied, gang.
You went through it too?
Bro.
You went through it too?
Yeah. Like that has to be studied, bro. Like cause it's like I done met a couple people that had like a similar experience when it comes to the college stuff.
Yeah.
I went to Lakeland,
so
that's like a JUCO in Cleveland.
Yeah.
So from high school, 9th grade, freshman, I played all freshman, a little bit of JV. Then sophomore came, that's strictly JV, and I played a little bit of varsity. But my friends that I was like close to, they was all on varsity. Like I remember we played against St. V at home. I went to Booker High School, by the way, Akron, Ohio. We played St. V, bro. St. V, that's Brown School.
Yeah.
So we went all the way, like the gym was jam packed, bro. And I remember my closest friend like actually being out there on the court. I'm like, bro, like I gotta set my game up, man. I gotta be out there with him.
Yeah.
And so junior year I'm starting. Senior year I transfer. I went to another school because my pops was the girls' head coach there. So we had gym access like 24/7. He had the key. So boom, fast forward to college. But my senior year, I'm like going to different places to see where I can go. But Lakeland, I toured the campus, the head coach. We all sitting in a conference room. It's me, my mom, and my dad, and the head coach. And one day you'll meet my dad, bro. My dad, he's gonna ask a lot of questions. My mom, like she if she know you, but my dad, like he's interrogating him at this point.
My pops is.
he interrogating, bro.
Right.
So the coach like, yeah, Chris John, he gets a full ride. Everything we all figure it out. Like it's done.
Like boom, we gotta take care of.
He's good. So we like, all right, bet. So I'm like, I'm gonna actually commit there. Did a commit, sign everything, like, bro. So it's a JUCO, so it's no dorms or nothing.
Right.
So we gotta live like on a off-campus site or whatever. So we had to pay rent. So in the midst of that, we like, you know, basketball in college is intense, bro. You conditioning, you training, you all this stuff. So you don't really have time to have a job.
For sure.
You know? So, bro, I'm waiting to see when this money gonna come, bro. Like,
be like, Coach, you told me I was good, Coach. When the money at, Coach?
So I'm waiting for the money to come, bro. It doesn't come. So I go to the financial advisor. God bless his lady, but she like gave me the rundown and was like, yeah, you only getting $600 for a men's basketball scholarship. I'm like, what? I'm like, that can't be right. How much is the tuition?
He said, this ain't gonna cover
nothing. So, bro, yeah. And it was like still a battle, like you said. It's like 50 people on the team.
Yeah.
They recruited a lot of Cleveland kids. And the coach that recruited me, he went to go, like that summer, he went to go get a job with the women's head. Like he got the women's head coach. So the head coach didn't even personally know my game or nothing.
Right.
So I'm coming into this blind, bro. He not even understanding how my play style is. So he like, you know, I'm on the bench, you know.
Right.
No matter how hard I'm working, I was like, you know how position battles is, you know. I was battling this kid from New Jersey. Bro, he probably was like 23 at the time, 22 at the time.
Which is old for JUCO.
Yeah, it's old for JUCO. So but he been in this, like, he already know how this go. Like, it was him and this another kid from New Jersey, but they been in like different colleges and stuff, so they know how I go. And I'm just in the battle. I'm like, but I'm not still just thinking that I need to win these situations, but it'll really just come up like on the court, you know, like you actually gotta, not even that you gotta be just as outstanding player, but you gotta like play within the system and you know,
that's what know the plays. That's what college, bro. That's what it comes to. You have to know the system. You gotta fit. You gotta know your role. All that play. Like high school, you could kind of get by, especially if you're good. Kind of get by. But when college hit, it's a whole different ball game.
It's a whole different ball game.
So did you finish there?
No, bro. So that's what I low key, like every little bit of the way, bro. I've been like seeing what God's been doing the whole time, but that was like super tough, bro. Like that season of my life, bro, it was so tough. Like I literally seen like how when you need somebody, bro, like depending on people, depending on man will let you down.
Facts.
So you gotta depend on God, bro. Facts. But I didn't even know God at this time, but I'm depending on like my support system.
Yeah.
They couldn't show up as much as I needed them to, you know. So I'm like going through this by myself, bro. I'm like figuring this out. I'm 18 at the point, so it's like it was tough, bro, you know. But to say, so I had this math class. It was like only on computers and stuff, and I ended up failing the class. So I had to go and take this another school in Cleveland, some credits, so I could be eligible.
Right.
But in the midst of it, I'm like, do I even actually want to do this, bro? Because I'm like, it's so hard right now. I'm like, I want to quit. My mom didn't let me quit though. She ain't let me quit. So I'm like, I'm gonna do it. I finished, boom, hit the eligibility. Finished the second half. It was a nightmare, bro. It was terrible. We had so many players ineligible. We had to pick up the baseball players, bro. So our team was bad. It was bad, bro.
Dang, y'all just saying, come on, bro. We need you.
Yes, bro. And still didn't even give me more money, bro. Like they had. That's what I'm saying. Like
where the money at?
They was being stingy, bro. But to say I only did 1 year there. And I did 2 years at University of Akron, but they got another campus called Wayne. So we played like NAIAs, D2s, and schools like that. But I did score 1,000 points, man. I was averaging like 20 a game there, but
I didn't do that, so that's hard.
No, bro, it's definitely one of the biggest accomplishments I got in life, bro.
For sure.
Like, you know, But the biggest one that I wanted to do is bring a championship to there.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't won in so long, and we was so close both years that I came.
Yeah.
Went to like overtime, the first time. But yeah, man.
But you can see now. You reflect back on those moments. You can still see God moving in your life. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
Like just like maneuvering. It's really like at that stage, I was like super baby faith, like super baby faith. But I learned that I can how to be guided, you know, like even in those times that honestly I was still praying, but it wasn't like I was like reading the Bible or anything. But I always had like a what do you call it, like a sense of like what's the right direction and what's not. And even though it still caused me to bump my head, but it could have been way worse, you know.
For sure.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
I done seen it all with that hooping. So 50 dudes on the sideline. I'm looking like, man, what in the world is going on? And then I have a similar situation to you, to where not the coach though, he don't go to the girls, but he gets fired.
Dang.
So he gets fired, and this is going in because I got redshirted that first year, so I didn't even play. That goes up. I'm gonna
That's
tell you.
Nuts too.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you the whole story. So I get redshirted that year. I don't even play. Coming into the next year though, again he gets fired. So now I'm scrambling because I'm like, I don't want to go through what you just said. It's gonna be a new coach that come in here and he's gonna flip everything around. And I don't have no film. I ain't played. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here.
Yeah.
Mind you, I did get my money though. Like he gave me,
that's love.
He gave me some of the. That was God, bro.
Yeah.
He gave me probably like I had probably like one of the best, if not the best, like scholarships on the team, because I heard of other players that wasn't getting their money. Because I don't know why schools do that, but I heard of other players. God, they was talking like, bro, I ain't even got my scholar yet. Like, what's going on? But to God be the glory that he paid like for that whole year of my school. You know what I'm saying? So that was
a blessing, bro.
That's definitely, when I reflect back on that, I'll be like, that was only God. You know what I'm saying? But so yeah, he gets fired. So now I'm like, dang, what am I gonna do? So I'm like, I can't stay here because you know what I'm saying, new coach gonna come in, he ain't gonna know who I am. So I decide I'm gonna just come back home. So I'm gonna come back here and I'm gonna play for my dad. At the time, my pops was coaching at Columbus State.
I heard,
yeah. So my pops was
I think he might have been there when I might have played against him.
He probably was, bro. Like 20. When was you there? When was you at Lakers?
So I was like 17, 18.
For sure. So yeah, he was there. So
they whooped us too, bro. They spanked us, bro. I remember the trip. Every time we would come out here, we would go to Canes. Yeah. That's when like Canes was like a new thing. It wasn't really up north at all. So anytime we came to Columbus, it was Canes. And I remember that small little gym, bro. I'm like, bro, this gym's dumb small, but spanked us, bro. I'm like,
so you done seen my pops before? That's crazy.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Cause I even when I seen him, I actually seen him before I even knew that was your dad.
Yeah, crazy.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
So, yeah.
But so I'm coming home to play for him. I'm like, all right, cool. Let me just come home, play with my pops, get it the JUCO route, and see what happens from there.
Yeah.
We don't know though. A global pandemic happens. You know what I'm saying? So that COVID hits right there, because I graduated in 2019. So my first season would have been the 2019, 2020.
Yeah.
So, well, now that I'm thinking about it, man, they didn't even finish the season anyways. So that was God too. It was like, if I would have played, I wouldn't even finish the season. That's crazy.
I know it was a lot going on. Like, if it was like due to your clock start, you know, you got like 4 years or whatever the time is, but they was like, this time don't count or something.
Right.
So that was good.
Yeah, no, they gave. I mean, that's the reason why college basketball looked the way it looked like now, to where it's people our age still hooping.
Yeah.
So that hits. We don't know. I mean, I can't control that. That's a whole global pandemic. And it throws a huge monkey wrench into my plans, though, because Columbus State shuts down. Well, everybody shuts down because of the pandemic. But when everybody opens back up, Columbus State stayed closed.
Dang. Even a school or like because
No,
I know
so
the program was going.
the school comes back, but the
Oh.
all athletics got shut down. So when everybody else opened back up in like 2021, they didn't have no athletics, and they
Wow.
still don't have it to the like the gym is a car something they do something with cars or something in the
What?
gym now. So it's not even
Dang.
it's no floor in there no more.
Dang.
Crazy, bro. So now I'm looking like, what in the world am I gonna do? I don't have no film. I done went through this tough situation already year one. My plan, huge monkey wrench thrown into it. I'm like, what in the world am I gonna do? Then it gets late because I'm scrambling, emailing coaches, like just trying to get a workout, trying to get a tryout, something. Boom, boom. It get late in the game, because school started in August, so it's July and I still don't got nowhere to go. So I email Central State's coach. So the school literally right across the street from Wilberforce. I email him like, Coach, can I just get a workout, a tryout, something? Like, I just want to show you I can play type. He said, I can't promise you nothing, but you can come and try out. So I get there. Again, this is to God be the glory for this. I get there, end up finding out it's an alumni scholarship. So if your parents graduated from there, it's a scholarship for the kids. So that was like God.
That's God, bro.
Bro, God has
That
literally
led you to that. Like,
God has literally positioned me in places to where it's like I didn't understand it at that time. I went through a lot of struggle at that time, but He kept me out of debt. Like, I know it's a lot of people that's in mad debt, but He did cover that. So school got covered, but then I ended up trying out, got cut or didn't make the team or whatever. Then I slipped into the darkest depression depression I ever been in life, bro. It was tough. It was tough.
That's another thing that, like, us athletes, bro, after it's done, it like kind of leave us like soul searching. In a sense. Like, I know when it was all said and done, and I'm like, bro, can't do it. I'm like, but that's when it honestly, bro, like, God already knew that the time was gonna be done when it was, because He know that the real work is gonna begin. So like, when I had like rolled my ankle, like bad, bro, like a week before our first game. This is like my second year of school at Wayne, and I was just like, it hit me like, bro, what you gonna do when this is, you ain't got this no more? Like, what you gonna do? I ain't even think about it, and it was like, I don't know, bro. But all glory to God, He kept me protected amongst that time, bro, when I wasn't even like seeking Him, and I always been like the same type of guy, I'm like, never been out here just doing crazy stuff, but yeah, it's just different when you actually like seeking Him,
For sure, 100%.
Like, you covered and protected, but you still gonna have trials though.
For sure. So yeah, man. Look, I done seen it all with the game, man.
Yeah,
seen it all. But God ended up getting me through that depression season. And I ended up realizing what you just said, just forming that real relationship with Him and seeking Him more and more. After that, that's what helped me get through that. You know what I mean?
And to piggyback off of that, bro, I think it just came to me. He's always teaching us something. In that season, when it was sports, like, my pops, he always called it game of life. Like, the way he like showed, like, train us and stuff, it's like God was still teaching me life lessons with the ball, bro. Like, even now, like, being on the team, like, and like personal stuff, like, you know, you gotta, it's person that can score, but this person is good at rebounding or something. Like, it's just all about like working with each other, and, you know, actually having a coach too, you know, which is God in this sense, is like guiding you, and, you know, you listening and checking your heart posture, like, yo, like, no matter how much I don't want to do this, I'm gonna still do it because that's my coach, like, you know. So
I get it 100%, bro.
game of life, bro. It's a game of life.
Game of life. Ups, downs.
Yeah, it's a game of life, bro. We just talking about the experiences, bro. It taught us so much that somebody that didn't play the sport, you know, like they didn't have that experience, bro. But God shows them in another way, you know. But that's a unique perspective.
So, what can we look forward to far as the music now, though? What you got planned? What you got coming up?
So just recently, I committed to only producing non-secular music. So I made that commitment. I ain't even touch on this, but in the midst of when I first started the producing journey, I had a talk with God and was like he sat me down. It's funny, we actually had a conversation, and I'm like, I'm low key, like, I don't even want to know what this is like, embarking on this journey without you having it.
Good.
So I give it all to you, and that's part of like the humbling experience that I was talking about, where it was like, if I would only do it if that was the only person listening, am I still okay with that? And I was just like, yeah, like, I'm giving it all to him. So I was watching this movie called Gladiator, and it's this guy on there. He's like the main character. He's a warrior. His name Maximus. And I'm watching it. It's my pop's favorite movie too. But I watch it several times. But this specific time, bro, I'm just like sitting there watching it like I've never seen it before. And I'm on the edge of my bed, bro, just watching it. And like, I'm on the edge of the bed watching it. And there's this scene where he's like, my name is Maximus. It was like in the midst of a triumph, bro. Like, he was going through a trial. Like, they hated on him. Like, and then I'm like, that's the name right there, because I'm like,
God was speaking to you through the movie.
Yeah. I'm like, what? I'm trying to figure out the name that I even want to go under. Like,
yeah.
And I'm just letting him show me. And then at that moment, it was like, Max. And then my friends already called me, like, back home, like Millie, and like C Millie and stuff like that. But so I just put the two together. Yeah.
MAXAMILLI.
Yeah.
So that's dope, bro. Dope.
Yeah, bro.
All right, man. So we done got to that point, man, of the show. What is your AGNC moment? So what's
AGNC moment?
What's your moment where you knew it was all God and not a coincidence?
Man, should I give like a specific moment, or cause like I feel like God's been like,
it's a lot. I know.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
Like,
for sure. That's what everybody says. Like, bro, it's so many things. But that's good that we realize those things.
Yeah. Let me see if I could do like a recent one. Bro, it was really just like, I had a lot of, like, not a lot, but a life or death situation, and I just know that it was like God protecting me in those times, only because of like where we are today, like the mission, you know, the mission that he gave me. He's gonna, I think it's like Jeremiah chapter 1, maybe verse 19 or something. But he was like, the one that I actually taught on that
at the school.
Yeah. He sees the mission. He gives us a mission. He's not gonna let it just go away. He's gonna watch over that. So we are his mission. We have things that we need to do, and he's watching over us, protecting us to see that thing through.
For
So
sure.
I think just me being here right now at 28 years old is no coincidence. It's all
Dope.
God, man. It's
Dope.
all God, bro. So
Nah, you said it. You said it best, man. That's what I encourage everybody watching and listening to pick up on those moments, because when you really reflect, like you said, it's a lot. You could point, you could be like, dang,
bro,
it was so many
yeah.
so many different moments. But I like the way you explained it. You explained it perfectly well, man. Any last things you want to say to the people though?
I'm gonna just say, always stay true to you. You know, God made us in His own image. So we are human at the end of the day, and we are gonna make mistakes, and we're gonna do great things. But in those midst of the mistakes, we can't be down on ourselves. We gotta own it, put on our backpack, keep going, keep growing. Shout out, volume 2, man. Shout out Sauce. But we just gotta keep going, man. Just never stop being yourself, because that's who God wants us to be.
Sure.
Everything, the good, the bad, the ugly, it's all what makes us who He is, man.
Sure.
So yeah, man. Shout out E, man. Thanks
My
for
boy.
having me, bro.
You said it
All
best,
love,
man.
bro.
My boy MAXAMILLI.
Yes, sir.
We out.
Peace.